The HENRO Helper app is a free hiking app designed exclusively for the Shikoku Pilgrimage. In this video, I will show you all of the features of this app. To install this app on your phone, go to the Google Play Store, or if you're using an iPhone, you go to the App Store, search for HENRO Helper, and install it. While you're here, you should also search for and install the Google Maps application. The HENRO Helper app works seamlessly with the Google Maps application. Once installed, you can click on the HENRO Helper icon, select While Using App, then choose your language, read the disclaimer, and then press Close. After that, you will be presented with a map of Shikoku with 88 black waypoints, one waypoint for each of the 88 temples. Moving closer to the map, you will notice that there are many different colored routes. The red routes are busy roads with lots of vehicle traffic. The black routes are quiet roads. The green routes are easy trails. The blue routes are moderate trails. And the purple routes are difficult trails that can be either steep or technical or poorly maintained. Just like other hiking apps, the HENRO Helper app is GPS enabled and will show your GPS location on the map. The blue dot represents your GPS location on the map. There is also heading information which shows the direction your phone is facing. Right now the phone is facing due south. On the right side of the screen there is a button that looks like a target. Pressing on that button will always center the map on your GPS location. At the top left corner of the screen there is a HENRO Helper button. Pressing on that button will bring you to the Settings and Information tab. From here you can change the map from a normal map to a topographic map. You can also change the language, and the rest is just information about the app. At the bottom left corner there is a button called Itineraries. Pressing on this button will bring you to a list of various itineraries. For now we will look at the 49-day itinerary. Inside you will see a list of days. Pressing on day 1 will bring you to a highlighted route on the map with a suggested route for that day. There will also be information such as distance, elevation gain, and estimated time. There's also an interactive elevation profile chart, notes about the route, transportation information at your destination, accommodation information at your destination, and campground information at your destination. Moving back to the list of days, you will notice that some days have multiple choices. Day 5, for instance, has 3 choices. In general, the first choice will be the easiest route, and each choice after that will be progressively more difficult. Once you have chosen a route, you can press the Close button, and the highlighted route will remain on the map so you can easily follow it. At the bottom center of the screen, there is a button called Route Info. Pressing on that button will bring up information about the route that you have chosen. At the top right side of the screen, there is a button called Measure. Pressing on this button will bring you to a screen where you can create and save your own custom routes. First, choose your starting point and then add more points to the route that you would like to create. You will be shown distance, elevation gain, and estimated time of your route. The estimated time includes time spent at the temples, as well as time for lunch after 4 hours. There is also an interactive elevation profile chart. Once you have created your route, you have the option to save it. Or you could just press the Close button and the highlighted route will remain on the map. From here you can press the Route Info button to get more information about the highlighted route. Otherwise, you can create a route and save it using the Save button. It will ask you to name the route, and if you want, you can put in some notes. The route will be saved to Itineraries, My Routes. Now you can go to the Itineraries button and then go to My Routes, and you will find your newly saved route. Pressing on that route will bring up all of the information about that route. Pressing Close will keep your highlighted route on the map. You can press the Route Info button at any time to get information about your route. In the list of saved routes, you also have the option of moving your saved route up or down on the list. Just press on the route until it flashes, and then move it up or down as you require. On the bottom right side of the screen, there is a button called Waypoints. Pressing on it will bring up a screen with all of the different waypoint options. Before I go into explaining about all of the different waypoints, I want to show you that the reset button will turn off all of the waypoints at once. You can also move any of the waypoints up or down on the list. Just press on one until it flashes, and then you can move it up or down on the list. Turning on the temples waypoints will show you the 88 temples on the map. You can tap on each of these waypoints to get more information. There will sometimes be notes about the temple, and you can press the Click Here button to go to a website with the history of the temple. The points of interest waypoints are locations on the map that you might want to visit. You can press on those waypoints to get more information. The Important Notes waypoints provide useful information about the route ahead. The Toilets waypoints will show you the locations of all of the public toilets. You will notice that the Toilets waypoints is in a blue circle. Any waypoint that is in a blue circle will also have public toilets at that location. Rest area waypoints are locations of small shelters with seating areas where you can take a rest. Rest areas with toilets have public toilets at the same location. Roadside stations are highway rest areas for people who are driving. They will always have nice public toilets, and usually there's a gift shop, and sometimes they'll have restaurants. Along the pilgrimage there are hundreds of convenience stores with delicious food for reasonable prices. These waypoints will show you where they are. You'll notice that these waypoints are also in a blue circle because there's public toilets there. Some convenience stores have seating areas where you can eat. These waypoints will show you where they are. The Useful Bus Stops waypoints are locations of some bus stops along the way. You can press on the waypoint and then press on the Click Here button, which will bring you to Google Maps with information about the bus route as well as prices. From here you can enter time and date to find the next bus. The Useful Train Station waypoints work exactly the same way as Useful Bus Stops. HENRO houses are low-cost Minshiku and Ryokan style accommodations that you can easily reserve on the HENRO House website. Pressing on Click Here will bring you to the reservation page. There are not a lot of hostels on Shikoku, and these waypoints will show you where they are. These waypoints are also tappable to get more information. Shukubo temple lodging are becoming rarer in Shikoku. These waypoints will show you where they are. You can click on the waypoint to get more information. Other accommodations are locations of many accommodations along the pilgrimage. Most of these accommodations are priced around 5,000 yen. Some more expensive accommodations have been added to areas where accommodations are difficult to find. Tsuyados and zenkunyados are donation-based accommodations where you need to bring your own bedding. You can click on these waypoints to get more information. The campgrounds waypoints will show you locations of all of the campgrounds along the pilgrimage. Clicking on those waypoints will show you information about the price as well as if there are showers. Not all campgrounds have showers. The unofficial camping waypoints will show you locations where camping is often allowed. Many of these waypoints are locations where the community will allow henros to camp, or where landowners will allow henros to camp on their land for a small fee. There's an old Japanese law that allows camping on some riverbeds, and these waypoints will show you where those locations are along the pilgrimage. You can click on these waypoints to get more information about why camping is allowed at that location. There is a common misconception that you are allowed to camp at roadside stations. All roadside stations will allow people to sleep within their own vehicles, but only some will allow people to camp outside. These waypoints will show you the roadside stations that commonly allow henros to sleep outside. Roadside stations are private property, and you must always ask for permission before sleeping outside at a roadside station. These waypoints will show you rest areas where henros have often camped in the past without any problems. These rest areas are sometimes in remote locations or in communities that tolerate henros sleeping in a rest area for one night. Please keep in mind that conditions might change, and if you see a sign that says no camping, then you'll have to find another place to stay. You can click on these waypoints to get more information about why camping is allowed. The showers waypoints are locations of public showers. Sometimes there will be free cold showers, or you might have to pay 100 yen for a 3-minute warm shower. These waypoints will show you all of the onsens or public baths along the pilgrimage. They are a great way to spend a relaxing evening after a long day of walking. The Bikaku waypoints will show you the location of the 20 Bikaku temples along the pilgrimage. You can click on these waypoints to get more information as well as the history of the temple. The Okunuin waypoints will show you the locations of the inner sanctuaries of the 88 temples, if you're interested in visiting them. You can click on these waypoints to get more information. That's the end of the tutorial. Hopefully this app will make life easier for you on your pilgrimage. Good luck.